Oh, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Alchemy Factory. In today's episode, I want to take a step back and answer one comment. Well, I've already answered the comment, and then it stuck with me, and I changed my mind. And the comment, I of course don't have pulled up in front of me. The comment read something like, "Hey, love that someone's covering this game, and so do I, by the way." I don't think this game gets enough credit. There are other people that have covered it briefly, but oh my god, is this game off freaking amazing. Anyways, their comment continued saying like, but I think you're using tables wrong. And he went into an explanation of what they think tables are used for, and maybe what the community thinks. I don't know. I don't have the Discord. I haven't really touched bases with the community itself. However, excellent point. I have not been building with the idea that each module needs its own table, right? So that blueprints are easier to copy and paste, right? So their idea is that the table is a way to have modules of what you're making, which is a brilliant way to think about it. It's like a component, or not a component, but like a section, and being able to section out where things are. And so what I originally told them was that I was gonna complete tier 4 with all the goods, and then I was gonna rebuild to be something a little more sane, as in SANE. Let's not forget how to spell. Rather than the chaos that I had previously. And then I wanted to focus on creating blueprints for when the game actually came out, and creating tiered blueprints, right? So because you don't always have, well, for instance, you don't have these things. God, now I'm gonna gold. The lab stands, or I mean, you should have conveyor belt inclines, but you don't always have lab stands immediately. You don't always have shelves or chests or catapults or supply portals. This is a huge one. And so I want to make blueprints that are tiered so that, I have one for the early game, one for the mid game, one for the late game later on. Now, of course, right now it's really like early game, late game. Because like I already feel like I'm in the late game with tier 4. Now I know you can still make the stuff in the later tiers, but tier 4, level 4, it's where the developers like have said, hey, this is the end of the demo, you're free to continue playing, but just note that you might have to restart a game if if it comes to that. When the full game releases, you may have to restart completely. So if you do end up trying to start your forever world, just know that your forever world may only be temporary, or maybe a demo forever world, which sort of defeats the whole purpose. I have a game going where I'm sort of using it as a sandbox, really, to test things, and then it'll also become, if the save does carry over, it'll become my sandbox in the future, because it'll have the funds stacked up to do that. So, where am I going with all this? Well, that comment stuck in my head past what I replied with. That was the last episode. That comment stuck with me so much that I rebuilt the entire factory last night at like 1 in the morning. Okay, it was like 11. However, I'm right now tight on time because I'm traveling this weekend. which means that when I rebuilt this entire factory, it was not a part of my schedule for videos and what I plan to do in those videos for this weekend. I'm already having to cut Minecraft because I'm not gonna have time to gather resources. for a Saturday video, which is not normally a video I do with Minecraft, but that's besides the point. I'm trying to do more with Minecraft because I ignore Minecraft too much. Addictions, they're so rough sometimes. Anyways, getting back to the current one. I rebuilt the factory late last night. I haven't looked at it this morning. I've only gotten like 3 hours of sleep, which is why I'm rambling so much. Let's go check out the factory because these customers are paying pretty well. Oh, we also did this, which once we have greens actually set up, will auto feed into the cabinet, which people can purchase from. Now, as we come out here, you'll notice that every workbench is separated. That's because they're different modules of items. Probably not worded correctly, but what my point is that each separation signifies that a different product is being made, different good. So first we got the large wood gears, and it goes up and in. Easier to see on this side. It goes up on in. I could have done like a thing where this one also came over and then up and over. I decided to just keep it level with whatever it needed to be and have these tall ones at the bottom. I kind of like the look of it. Then of course as the last one hits, the entire wall just stops. Which again, I kind of like the look of. We do have one down here, which we're going to be putting clay on in a moment. But what we can say is that we have large gears, we have small gears, we have mortar, all on their individual own table with supply portals. They'll never run out ever again. They do cost us money though. But they should be making us more money than they cost. Hopefully. And so that's mortars. We then come to our first one that's not actually running, which is rope. Rope needs a nursery. Now, what are nurseries? Nurseries are this thing down here. Okay, let's scroll out a little. This thing right here, and we're gonna research it right now, actually. And basically what it does is that it allows you to get the production of a plant automatically, given that you're supplying it with enough fertilizer to grow the plant. Any fertilizer will do. I believe fertilizer makes a difference when it comes to how much a second is produced, or how many a minute, I should say. For the purpose of the demo, we will be using clay because clay is easier. Actually, I guess sand's the easiest to use. I was really shocked that sand had a fertilizing capability, but it does, so there you go. And so what we can do here is get our newfound clay from the top. Come on, have some. Thank you. Yeah, that makes sense. That's why there's no bricks. Okay, right, so now we get our nursery right here. And the nursery, we weren't supposed to actually get rid of that box. Yeah, this one actually, the box is a built-in feature. So then clay will be able to be deposited in here. And we'll be able to use seeds to grow that plant. And we don't have to replenish the seeds, which is nice. We have our stockpile of seeds here. That's how many nurseries I want, is all of these. So we have this, and we go with flax seeds. And so now they'll come in and they'll come out. And start producing flax in a decent amount. Now this may not be producing enough flax to actually, hello, thank you. This may not produce enough flax in order for it to use both lines. So this is a full belt of rope. Well, it's a full belt of flax fiber going into top and bottom, and then eventually it comes down to only 20 per minute for the rope. The next one we have is nails. I want to eventually replace this portion with charcoal. We'll set up a charcoal line later on. Oh, I forgot I'd had those. Yeah, we're gonna need to do something about that later. Just like we'll have the clay on this back belt, we'll also have charcoal that we'll be able to use for fueling and stuff like this. Which means that technically we might be able to fit 2 on here. Actually, I'm not sure there's any technicality about it. We will absolutely be able to fit 2 on here. Cool. Moving on, we have our... And this took me a while. I decided to go 3 tables wide. And technically we could have made it 3 tables deep instead. Just rotate the tables so they're horizontal to us, but going deep. This is easier because the clay's coming in on a single line. The yawn's coming in from the 3 hours of sleep I got. But yeah, so this is doing linen and putting it up there on that belt and feeding it in. And the last one we have, of course, is the potions. So let me stash all my stuff here. Make sure that I don't have a bill outstanding. And we'll see a lot of quests that we are unable to complete until we get those tier 4 goods out. Right. So we have these guys. And that would be 4, I believe, to each of these. This one is going to be fully operational. I'm not going to change this because ultimately this is where a nursery needs to go, not a box. There will be 6 nurseries here. Yeah. Alright, what do we have here? We have 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 3 and 3. And the last one is the rope. Which that amount of flax will definitely get both pumping. There's the end of day 20. Okay, so if these 2 are buying at least a wood a day, they're barely together making enough wood. And actually, that might be just due to like burning the wood more so than anything else. Because we're burning wood over here, we're burning wood over there, we're burning wood over here. So I don't have any nails. Nope, nope, nope. The other way around. Take. Oh, thank you. Alright, let's see. What was our build? 11,000. Yep. We're going broke slowly. This is a quest that I think we could do. Stone into quicklime and charcoal powder. So what we're gonna do first is get 1 and 2. We're going to set up guy there. We're gonna set up a station in hello? Station in between, and then so I'm gonna get you in there. We're gonna get a whole lot more. Probably like that amount for now. Get a table on each side of these. Just for ease. We need some of these. It's charcoal dust. And regular powder. Charcoal dust means I need one of these guys. And then you. Yeah. And then we'll do to get sure. And then I need that. I don't think we need that many of them. 150, 120. Yeah, we definitely didn't need that many of them, but we have them, so why not? Okay, now give me 200 of those and some of that, just to have in stock. And that, again, so this is just creating quicklime from smelting rocks in a crucible, or stone into a crucible. We're also burning planks to make charcoal and then grinding it down to make charcoal powder. There. And so it's a quick solution to the problem. Are either of those actual goods? No. We'd have to grind down the quicklime to make the powder and keep the charcoal as charcoal, not the other one. Is that all time? So there's no way I've made charcoal in this playthrough that many. It's gotta be an all-time number then. Which, if it is all-time, seems low. But what you gonna do, right? Go ahead and clean these up. I'd be real big sad if I have to use them again. And I shouldn't put these here. I should put them further down. Oh well. I need the space, I just need to wait on these guys. Thank you. Just waiting on that, and then I'll be back with you guys here shortly. And we have green potions. Yay. Alright, turn that in. get at least some money. Okay, so, thing is, if I do this right now, we're gonna go broke tomorrow. I think that's okay. I'm also don't have the resources I need. Let's dump this, that, restack. Yeah, I think we're good there. 2 of these guys. This is our clay production. We're gonna limit to 6 a day for right now. Because I am not rich. Hey, you guys got one. Nice job. So it won't be the most efficient because they're not really there, I guess. These are done, so they can go away. Temporary bit's gonna go away as well. Yeah, that's good. This is also good. Yeah. So if we look here, that always trips me up. That does that. There, and there. And all we gotta do is select sage on each one of them. Can we? Sage? I meant flax. Hold up. Give me that back. Maybe trip me up. Now, that being said, this at full throttle gives me only 15 per minute, which means it's gonna take a while to really kick up, especially if it keeps passing by the ones that need it. Well, I guess all of them really need it, huh? But also temporary fill them. We could increase this by 3 more. In hopes that this one picks up at least 1. Oh, you picked up 1. Rascal. Done now? You are done now. Great. We did flax out here, I believe. Yeah. Sage on the inside. It was only because of these ones. I knew there'd be leftover. It's the only reason it mattered. So potions will indefinitely produce now. These will have a hard time starting up. Until, like, this one over here backs up. Which, when we could do that, we could just... Right? Like... Just stock them. So now every other one is grabbing into that one. Because again, it doesn't know what's downstream, right? This block only sees that there's 2 exits. It's going to give every other one, right? As soon as this backs up, everyone will go down that way. Which is sort of why I did this, right? So that we would get some backup. How fast is that moving? I mean, it'll be fine. It'll take a while to back up just because of the distance more than anything. But yeah, nurseries, they're pretty great. Means we can grow stuff without needing to replant and buy seeds every day. Instead, we're buying rocks every day. Because we turn stone into bronze or copper. I'm gonna guess it's copper. Anyways, guys, I've been Game in 180. Our potions are backing up beautifully, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.